Okay, for this last part, we are just going to talk about that last little problem that I did not get to in the first one. So using the principle of impulse, which is what this entire thing is talking about, explain why an airbag can help some people sustain less damage during a collision. So first off, we are going to start with our formula here. Too far. So mass times by a change in velocity equals a net force times by a time. So a couple of things that are going to be held constant. So if you are in a collision, so your mass should not change regardless of how long it takes for the collision to stop. Also, your velocity is going to remain the same. You should still be lurching forward with the same amount of speed. So the point of an airbag is not to slow down, because you'll always have the same final and initial. So it's not about changing your velocity. What it does is it increases the amount of time during the collision, because as you hit the airbag, you're going to take less time to stop because it's that cushion that you're sinking into. So since our time is going to increase, that means the amount of force, since these two are being held constant, that means your net force has to decrease to match that. So for example, let's just use really basic numbers here. So let's say when you multiply your mass and your velocity, it's going to equal 2. That is not a good spot to write that. I'll write it off to the side. So if it is 2, so if we change our time, so let's say our net force was 1, that means our net force was 2. That means our time needs to be 1. So if we increase our time, so if that stays constant, we increase this to 2, that means our net force is going to reduce itself down to 1. It's going to lower. So the more time that it takes for something to slow down, so it's an increase in time, that means it's going to have less force being exerted onto it. If you think about it, it can be stretched out over a longer period of time. That is all of our notes for today.